Well, changing gears a bit, you may remember the tragic story of a TSU football player who lost his life during practice last year. Well, now the parents of that young man are filing a wrongful death lawsuit against the school. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm stopped by with more. Jim, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about this tragic case. It happened just down the road at TSU. What happened here?
Well, according to a lawsuit, a wrongful death lawsuit that's been filed, there's a young man who was practicing at TSU football, and he collapsed on the field and had some type of heart arrhythmia, a heart attack, and passed away from it. And just a tragic case, you know. But the lawsuit that's been filed, the allegations that are in there are that the school had an opportunity to react, to help this young man, and they didn't do it in a timely fashion. And because of that, they think they lost their son. And so that's what the core of this case is about.
Right. And how do you think this case will unfold as it goes? I know it takes a while to go through.
They do. There's a couple of things that I think are going to be difficult for this family in this case. One is the lawsuit has asked for millions of dollars, and TSU is a state facility, and the state has always had legislation that protects them, and the maximum you can get is $300,000. So, and to get beyond that hurdle is pretty near impossible. So I really, even if they win the lawsuit, I think that cap will be there. We've tried several of these cases, and that is generally as high as you're ever able to get. The second thing that's going to really come down to these cases, when we have a case where someone was hurt and they wasn't a reaction in time, it comes down to experts. And what the experts will battle on in this case is if they would have acted faster, if they had that opportunity to act faster, would it have made a difference? Would the young man had survived? And you know what? That is a hard thing to prove. It's very hard. So, you know, your heart goes out to this family. It's a tragic case. You always hope somebody gets answers in lawsuits. I always tell people that regardless, we hope we get good answers. I think it gives people closure. But going through and winning this case is going to be difficult for this family.
I could imagine. Really sad for them.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the tort reform lies. How do you think that will impact this case?
Well, the Tort Reform Act that has been passed, if this was in the private sector, it would limit them to $750, no matter what what they went through emotionally with this. The state of Tennessee has already given themselves even more reform than that, so they're limited to $300. So no matter how much they ask for in this lawsuit, in Tennessee you can only get a very small amount now for the wrongful death damages for the emotional damages.
Because it is capped. All right.
Yes.
Jim, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-353-0930 or check out higginsfirm.com.